Merci d'être venus si nombreux. En théorie, je ne devrais pas avoir à vous présenter la personne qui est assise à côté de moi. Vous avez vu probablement la plupart de ses films. Il est encore d'ailleurs un des principaux réalisateurs de la power list hollywoodienne. Et on va essayer de profiter de cette masterclass justement pour essayer de voir avec lui comment un simple étudiant de Munich parvient à faire son trou, sa place au sommet de la pyramide hollywoodienne. Et on verra que ça ne s'est pas fait si simplement que cela. Bien sûr, il est ici pour nous présenter son film qui sort le 4 janvier, Anonymous, et qui pour beaucoup sera probablement une surprise au regard de sa carrière passée.
Well, 10 years ago, I discovered the script which Anonymous is based on. At that time, it was called Soul of the Age. And I was just fascinated by the idea of it. I'm always attracted to strong ideas. And naturally, you know, when you like a script, this is for a director a great find, because you would not find a lot of scripts you like in Hollywood. Even there are so many scripts around. It's strange, but you very rarely find a script which you really want to do. And it's strange, the only other script I found was The Patriot. And in a way, they have both one thing in common there about history. And all my life, I was very interested in history. But what attracted me most about Anonymous was that it was about a writer and an artist. And an artist which is world famous. And then because this artist's authorship is disputed, I thought it was an interesting angle of a story I hadn't seen before.
Ce que j'ai trouvé intéressant dans Anonymous, c'est qu'on aurait pu s'attendre a priori, étant donné son sujet, à ce que votre style habituel se dilue un peu plus dedans. Et en fait, pas du tout. C'est véritablement un film de Roland Emmerich. Enfin, en tout cas, moi, je l'ai vécu comme un vrai film de Roland Emmerich au niveau structurel, au niveau de la mise en scène, etc. Cette recherche de l'efficacité, elle vous caractérise ?
Well, I always pride myself that whenever I make a movie, it has to be first in my head. And with Anonymous was the same. It is a very complex and complicated story. I wanted to kind of tell it in a way which is, these movies normally are very shot very close and close up. I wanted to just open it up and make it also about London, the town, and so in a way it became this film which I think also is very much a movie in my style. But it also has like kind of, it has a lot of characters, which all my movies have. It has big images, what all my movies have.
We all know William Shakespeare, the most famous author of all time. But what if I told you Shakespeare never wrote a single word?
10,000 cells, all listening to the writings of one man, the ideas of one man. That's power, Robert!
Since when did words ever win a kingdom, Edward?
Le film n'est pas raconté de façon chronologique. Il est même particulièrement complexe par moments, dans les allers-retours. C'est quelque chose qui a été décidé dès le départ ou tardivement?
Yeah, I wanted to make a movie for smart people, so that smart critics can love it.
Et d'ailleurs, été pour l'instant très bien accueilli justement par cette critique.
Well, yeah, it's very well received so far, but there will be distractors too. I have the feeling, that for me this movie was important because it had at its core theme something which is very rare in movies. It's actually that words can change something. And we in our society sometimes forget that actually words are very important, and we have to sometimes listen to artists because they have something important to say.
même si le sujet du film peut sembler effrayant pour le plus grand public, le film en lui-même, je pense, reste accessible. Vous n'avez pas à trahir forcément la qualité littéraire des œuvres de Shakespeare pour rendre la chose accessible au plus grand nombre. Est-ce qu'il y a un secret, un truc à savoir sur la nature humaine pour pouvoir l'intéresser à n'importe quel sujet?
Well, what we wanted to do with this film, we wanted to tell it in a very modern way, because I think a lot these movies, like don't, are like that because they're done by people who come from the theater, and we, John and I, the writer and I, we come from movies, and we try to make it in a very identifiable way, so people can identify with it in a very simple, forward way, and not in a very intellectual way. So we have, for example, the character of William Shakespeare, who's the fraud, play a writer, and he plays him quite broad and hysterically, and at one point he even stage dives like a rock star. So it's slightly anachronistic, which I think movies have to be these days when they want to convey something.
My God, the Earl of Oxford does not write plays.
If this is to be done, it must be done carefully, skillfully. In my world, one does not write plays. People like you do. Will Shakespeare. Congratulations. You've had an epic poem published today.
What? What? Do you mean like in a book?
Mark my words, Edward has done this for a purpose.
Words will prevail with a listener.
I need more money.
I beg your pardon.
If your lordship does not agree, then I shall be forced to make certain facts public.
Will Shakespeare! Fraud! Charlatan!
He came to me, Ben.
He came to me.
You could have been a king, except for the fact that you were you.
Et quelle sera la suite après un film comme celui-ci? Vous allez à nouveau être attendu au tournant?
We already planning and preparing a movie called Singularity as my next film. It's a science fiction. It's a medical thriller in a way, and it's about the melting of man and computers, meaning man and machine.
Et vous avez l'intention toujours de faire Fondation?
Yes, we trying to do Foundation, but it's much more difficult than I thought it would be. We have just hired a new writer to work on it, and we're trying our best to get it ready to film it.
None of your plays will ever carry your name. None.